Okay guys, we got this 14 Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland right here, and it sets a fault code in it. Have it right here: ride height sensor calibration performance C15 or C156E. And what happens is you start the car up and you can't adjust the ride height, so when you try to go up, it'll just flash. And the car will not go up. It'll just sit here and keep flashing. And when you read this, we just get this ride height code. We can try to erase it. So watch. Shut the radio off. So if we clear it, the code just stays there. And we get a message. So I looked up the code. It tells us to, right here, C156E. It tells me to go into the air suspension not calibrate. It says calibrate the height sensors. So let's go back. We're in the air ride module, the ASCM. Let's go to special functions. Let's go to ride height set. So must be converted to metric units, taken in millimeters. Okay. Okay, so now we need the measurements, I'm assuming. I printed out what measurements I think we're going to need. So I guess it's going to put our car at a certain ride height. Yeah, we're going up right now. The car's actually going up. Well, I guess. Yeah, front's going up now. So, we'll let this do whatever it's doing. So, let's see. This tells you how to do the alignment, too. Everything is all on one page while it's doing this. Let's see, curb height measurement. It's on a flat surface, okay. Level loading, owning, importing, invalid, restart and retry. I also did an air mass calculation just in case. So it looks like they're going to want a measurement from the bolt to the ground. Looks like it took us up to off-road 2 right now. Okay. Left front. From 50 to 200. So we got to measure. I'm assuming it's this one. We got to measure. So let's go take that measurement. Okay guys, so this is the cradle bolts. It says bottom view of rear cradle bolt to measure from. So I'm assuming it's that bolt they want you to measure off of. So we'll measure this side real quick. They want the front left, but we'll go with the front left. Let's see. So if we look at this, we're at 10 3/4. Yeah, 10 3/4. Pretty much exact. Come down here. I see 10 3/4. Let's go over to the other side. We'll have to convert this to millimeters. Remember, everything got to be in millimeters. Wrong bolt. It's like the same thing. 10 3/4. Let me do the math. Find out what 10.75 inches is to millimeters. Okay guys, I think I figured it out. So the reason why my number was too high is because I just realized you have to measure the distance between 1 and 4 right here to the center of the hub, and then 2 and 3, and you got to subtract the two measurements to get your curb height. So let's see what our measurement is here to the center. Just about 14 and a half. Like 14 3/8. Yeah. Yeah. 3/8. So we'll have to do some measurement. We'll have to do some math. Let me, this one's 14 and a half. So let me get a pen and we'll write this stuff down. Okay guys, so I did the math. So 14.375 minus 10.75 equals 3.625, which then becomes 92 millimeters. So then 14.5 inches minus 10.75 is 3.75. That equals 95. So let's do left front is 92 millimeters. I'm not sure if we can do decimals. We're not worried about decimals. Right front. And then this one is 95. Enter. Okay. Now we gotta do right rear and left rear. So let's see what we gotta do for our rear. I want us to measure from that to the ground. So let me go back there and measure that one. Okay guys, so we're at 14 3/8 again on the left rear. Let's measure the other side. And we gotta measure heights on our suspension, so I'll have to crawl under and do that. 14 and a half. I think they said they replaced a bag on this. So now we gotta go under and do some measurements. Okay guys, looks like we're at like 11 1/4 inches. According to that. Let's write that down. Right rear. 11.25. That's 3.25, which is close to the other one. Let's see if we can get the other side. Let's grab our tape measure. So this is about 11. Let's see. So that's 3.375. Okay guys, so we're gonna round up. So this came to 85.7. So in the right rear, we're gonna round up because I came to 55, 82, 55. So we're gonna make that 83. So we'll do, this is right rear to ask for first. Okay, now left rear, we'll go to 86. Okay. Okay. System ended in error. Is it like maybe the ignition turned off on me or something? Oh, the ignition turned off. Let's turn this back on. Then we have to do this again. But we got our measurements. Let's see, let's go back in. it just lowered the car. So I'm gonna have to go around and check all the measurements again. This sucks. Hopefully the ignition don't turn off again. We're gonna have to move faster, I guess. So like 10 and 3/4. What were we at before? Check this side. So these are both at like 10 and 3/4 now. Oh, that's what we were at before. Okay, so it didn't move. I saw this 14. So yeah, so, okay. It looked like it moved, but I must have reset it back. So let's do 92. 92. 95. Right rear 86. Oh wait, that's not it. That's not 86. This one was 83. They're all relatively close. And we'll do 86. There we go. Okay. See if our code went away. Stored. See if they work. Let's see. Let's start this up. There we go. Let's try going down the park mode. Looks like we're moving, guys. Entry exit. Look at that. Stop flashing. Let's go all the way up. There you go. There we go, we're all the way up at off-road 2, guys. Look how high that is. Off-road 2. Let's go down to off-road 1. Well, let me press it while we're outside. Let's see, press it with my phone. There we go. So now we're going to drop down to off-road 2. See it lower. And the back will lower. So what we'll do is we'll press this all the way down. Gotta use my phone to do it, can't reach it. There we go, we're going down the park mode. You'll see how low this thing will go. How low the front is now. And we're still dropping. I think the year before this, you could actually hit the button while the door is open, and once you close the door, it would start moving. There we go. So now we'll go back up. Look at that. So I'm gonna call them and tell them, okay, I gotta deal with the customer real quick. And we'll come back and we'll double check this. Okay guys, everything seems to be working. We'll go back up to, we'll go back down, all the way down. And the compressor ain't overheating. Usually if you do this like 2 or 3 times and you got a bad compressor, it'll set an overheat code because the piston in the compressor melts. And then like as you're going down, the lights will flash and it'll take away 1 for every level you get to. And then once you get to the level that you're supposed to be at, it just lights up solid. It's like once we get down the park, it'll just go to the park light. I don't know why we just hung. Reset a code. Air pump over temperature, you see that? So they probably have a bad air pump too from this leaking. So we're gonna have to wait for this to cool down, I think. And then, because we didn't actuate it that many times, I was like 2 times up and down. But that code won't set if your compressor is good. I replaced a bunch of these compressors. You can do it like 5 times and it still won't stay too hot. We might be able to shut this off and start it back up. So we are down. So we're going up. So yeah, I'm gonna warn them about the compressor. But it's working. So I'm gonna let them know that it's done. I hope you guys like this. See you later.